We now have 5 movies in the Lilo and Stitch universe, the original film, a live-action remakes, and a tons of straight-to-DVD sequels. Let's rank them all. Now going into this ranking, I have not seen the show that these straight-to-DVD sequels are connected to, so I don't really know how the story between Stitch the movie and Leroy and Stitch kind of finished right there. I just seen the movies and pieced together some stuff from there, so let's rank them. It feels like there was no effort into making this movie good. It very much feels like a TV show movie, because that's exactly what it is. It's a sequel to the show. It's basically the finale to the show that they had, and you can feel it in here. Now, I can say the animation did improve. They got more of a budget in the animation. That's probably because the show had more of a budget, but other than the animation, there is really no effort into making this movie good. By this point, the plot just doesn't feel like the original movie anymore. The original movie had heart to it about family and such, while this is very much everything in that final 20 minutes of the original film, just in space, over-the-top stuff with all these Stitch variants. It doesn't feel like Lilo and Stitch anymore. It feels like a space adventure with Stitch. It's very disconnected from that original movie and doesn't really have any of that heart that the original movie had. Now, good thing this was the last of these sequels because it could have gotten way, way worse from here. Now, this movie was very much only made to set up the show and be a straight-to-DVD sequel. The animation is very much a budget of a TV show. Very much cheap, low effort, just for that extra money. And the entire time you're just laughing at the screen for how bad the animation can be. The plot itself isn't that bad, but could be a lot better. It's very much setting up the show. Now, the movie's short because it's kind of like a pilot to the show, but it does make the story feel a bit rushed. And you can definitely feel it in the first 10 minutes of the film where we're just trying to get the plot moving. We're just trying to set it up so we can instantly start getting this thing going. And there's like no setup to it. Now, there's moments I like in here, and there's moments that would work if this was an actual sequel to the original film. But it's essentially a pilot to the TV show that, like I said, I've never seen, so I have no idea where it goes after this, besides the movie. This movie is very much a shot-for-shot remake of the original film. It still has all the heart, everything about the original film that makes it so great, but in live action this time. But has more problems. Stitch is still a standout, the theme is still a standout, and the movie is still fun. But the pacing is much slower than it needs to be, and that's because of all the extra scenes that they added that wasn't really necessary to that original film, so they come off unnecessary in here. And the final act improves on some things from the original film, but just the villain they chose and the direction that they chose for the final act to go, it doesn't really come off that great. But whatever your enjoyment is of the original film, is basically going to be your thoughts on this film. It's a solid live-action remake, but if you love the original film, you're going to like this. If you like the original film, you're going to think this is fine, and so on and so on. Now, the thing with this movie is that it actually feels like a sequel to the original film. A sequel that should have been released in theaters. Not that good of quality, but feels like that connective tissue where it would have been released in theaters. Because the quality is nowhere near as good as the first. But when it comes to the budget, the animation, the story, it feels like an actual sequel to the original film. It's still not a great movie. There's plot holes and other stuff, very much on the level of Moana 2. But this time, I liked it more. But of course, at number 1 is the original film because it's the original. It's obviously going to be the best out of all of these. The heart, the theme, Stitch, all that makes the movie that it is. Now, I'm not a die-hard Lilo and Stitch fan. To me, in my Disney ranking, it's about the 27th spot out of all their films. I know some people absolutely love this film. I'm not there. It's about a 7.5 out of 10. You can check out my review for this if you really wanted to. But I still like it. I like the character of Stitch. I love the theme of the story. It all works. It serves for a fun movie. It was never one that fully connected with me to make me love it. But this movie is still fun, it's still lighthearted, it's still great. And is very much the best out of all these Lilo and Stitch movies. Anyways, if you like this video, maybe these ones on the side interest you too. Like, subscribe, see you guys next time. Goodbye.